What it do? What it do? Welcome to a long overdue Hairflips and Layup podcast. I'm the Cambodia along with the regular cast of characters. We got Delicious.
What up? What up?
150. And of course, LVR. So
And
last day of
who the fuck are you?
I'm the Cambodian or the Cambodia.
Yourself.
Yeah, no, I thought I did. Anyways, last day of the NBA regular season was yesterday. Warriors set an all-time record with 73, and Mecca's boy Mamba finished his career strong. So I'm gonna take a shot to a great 2015-16 NBA season.
Cheers, motherfuckers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Hairflips.
Hairflips, mother. Or what is it? Arco.
That's right, Arco. Speaking of which, well, not speaking of which, but let's keep the party train going. Quick strike, and to add a little flair to this, I know LVR is going to Comic-Con in a couple months, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna ask the quick strike question, and depending on how the other panelist answers, the person has to take a shot. So the question is, what would your cosplay be? And if two of the three don't agree, you have to take a shot. If that's like a cool costume.
Oh shit.
All right. So who wants to go first? Your cosplay outfit.
So wait. Before we no, dude. I'll ask my question after.
Okay. So who wants to go? Let LVR go first. This is his comfort zone. This is his domain.
I don't even cosplay.
It doesn't matter if you don't cosplay. That's a quick strike. What would you cosplay?
Shit. Something simple. What Nathan Drake from Uncharted.
Who?
Okay. It's a video game. I don't agree with it, so that's my vote.
I don't know who that is, so that's my vote is a no.
So you already lost, Russell. So that's a shot. Can we ask Mecca?
Wait, what? I mean, what? Why are we taking shots for votes?
So the quick strike is if two of the three panelists don't agree that's an awesome cosplay, you take a shot.
Oh, okay.
All right. So.
I mean, mine is either one of two, but the second one's probably a little bit more obvious considering it's just recently came out and I enjoyed it a lot. But my number one choice would be Spawn.
I don't like it. Thumbs down.
Oh, come on, man. Huh?
I give it a thumbs up, Mecca. LVR.
It's on LVR.
But Mecca did say that he has two.
Well, I mean, you still want to hear the other one?
Yeah, because they were gonna.
Sure.
The other one sounds
that's
lame, but it's just because I just saw it recently, Deadpool, and it's like.
All right, you gotta take a shot. You gotta take a shot, though. You gotta take a shot because of that. Rules are rules. Rules are rules. Neil, you want to go first, or you want me to go?
I actually, me and LVR at the Silicon Valley Comic-Con plug. We should do a podcast there next year, like a walkthrough. Mm-hmm. But me and LVR were actually talking about it, and I wanted to look for a blonde wig, cause I have my red little sneakers. I always wear black shorts, but I wanted to be Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah.
LVR agrees.
Yeah.
LVR agrees. Yeah. Becca, what's the call, Becca? I wanted yes for Spawn. Remember that? I pre-board because I knew you motherfuckers.
All right, for myself, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the actual like the borderline between like what's acceptable, what isn't in terms of like genres. You know what I mean? Like,
It doesn't
stick with
matter.
me.
Yeah, cosplay is cosplay.
Okay, so I would do a throwback, and you know, from a childhood kind of love, I'd be the ultimate warrior. So I would have my face painted, and then have my shirt off the whole time, and then have strings hanging from my biceps.
Nobody wants to see fat Ultimate Warrior, bro.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually a tight cosplay, but I'm a
And
hater.
that's a play on word too. That's a play on word to represent Dub Nation. So there's a loose connection. So I don't necessarily have to be stuck with the geek crowd. I can claim sport.
Thumbs down.
Sorry, Kimball.
Wow. So much hate. So much hate. But I will take it with pride.
But can I have a vote right now that if we do any of the Comic Cons next year, that
This year, right? What about this year? Why don't we all go in July?
You
Well-
can't do it this year.
yeah, there's too many things going on because
Too many things going on this year.
I think we're gonna head down for if people are willing to go join us. We're gonna be going down to StubHub and watch
StubHub.
Arsenal kick the ass of the thuggish LA Galaxy.
Actually, no, they're playing Chivas.
Oh, Chivas. Oh, Chivas
That's
suck.
the week after, right?
Huh?
That's the week after, right?
Yeah,
The 31st?
yeah.
Yeah, of Comic Con.
Yeah, that's the week after Comic Con.
Oh,
Hey,
it is? I
LVR.
thought it was the same week actually.
LVR, I plan to get drunk with you and Comic Con, so don't even trip. I'll get drunk the week that you're down, and then also the LA Galaxy game, so don't even trip. I got you. Remember, folks, take B12 vitamins before you drink. Not going to say it's going to prevent hangovers, but it will definitely help. Pro tip, hair flip tip. Hair flip tip. Anybody got some miscellaneous things to add before we jump into a couple of the things that we want to talk about?
But let me continue. Let me continue really quick. I think we should take a vote of which cosplay out of the four of us has to come true in the next Comic Con that we all go together. My vote is Mecha.
Wait, which what? What?
So when we go to a Comic Con, whether it be this year or next year, which is probably better, we should all take a vote out of the four of us who has to dress up.
If we go next year, I'm dressing up. This year, probably not. It's kind of late.
You know what? Easier. Let's go WonderCon.
But if we go next year, I'm dressing up. I'm down with that.
Silicon
You go
Valley.
WonderCon. It's easy to get in. Comic Con is going to be hard to get in.
But even Silicon Valley.
Well, you don't have to get in though. When I think of Comic Con, I don't actually think of actually getting tickets and doing all that.
No, dude.
Like Silicon Valley. But if you want Kimball, could be WonderCon down in LA.
Hey, you know what? You don't have to go to the exhibits. All you have to do is just have a
kind of outside.
bag of. Yeah, you just hang out outside and just gawk at some of the cosplayers.
No, but I want Kimbo to walk around.
Get stopped, or I want to take a picture.
Yeah.
You know what my goal is? To be one of those guys that people want to take pictures with.
I
So
agree.
your costume has to be super awesome or super ridiculous that random people approach you and ask you to take pictures with them.
Yeah.
LVR. I saw fucking Adam Savage's what's his name, Hellboy, and I said, "Oh shit, that's pretty dope." But then I wasn't drunk enough that day to take a picture.
Yeah. I missed it. I missed seeing that one.
It was actually hella dope.
Oh yeah, I saw the pictures.
I think I was.
And the only reason I brought up like a lot of the cosplay stuff is because we have two resident geeks now. One just got indoctrined. That's Neil 150. The other one's always been geeked.
Hell no.
America.
What's up?
Would you not agree
Yeah, he's been indoctrinated.
that Neil just got indoctrined? He went to San Jose Comic-Con and some of the other stuff. So
No, ever since he went veg, he's been.
that's true. He's a veggie now, and he's also a geek. So, hey, you know what, Neil? I'm gonna take a shot for that for you. To all the badges out there.
Shout out to my new Dallas Cowboys shot glass, a new member to the shot glass family. Hairflips.
Hey Mecca, where's the Cleveland Cavaliers jersey then?
Cleveland Cavs. I burned it when LeBron left the first time.
Okay, so that's kind of interesting that Neil brought that up. The San Jose Sharks right now is playing the playoffs, right?
Yep.
And they're playing the Washington Capitals, and
they're playing
the LA
Kings.
playing Kings. So why? So I thought they were playing the Capitals.
I don't know.
Capitals on the East Coast, man. Eastern Conference.
Oh, my fault. So why are you repping the Capitals then with your jersey?
Because the Capitals are the favorites this year.
Oh, so you just decided that the favorites I'm gonna get the jersey for?
Hey, it's called classic bandwagoning, man. Get with the program.
I applaud that, and I will take a shot for that.
Never be too afraid to bandwagon.
Hey,
I'm never afraid to bandwagon.
I'm bandwagoning.
Hey, here's to all the bandwagoners out there.
Shout out to all the bandwagoners out there.
Hey, to all the Oregon Trail bandwagoners out there. You might die of typhoid fever, but it's okay. Because everybody loves a winner.
Shout out to classic bandwagoning. Can't get mad, man. You can get mad all you want, but you can't do shit about it.
You know what's hella funny?
What?
I don't even think we're able to really get. Well, anyway, we'll just keep the conversation going. But so I'm wearing my my bootleg World Champions shirt today. I walked around with it all day. I got this shirt at the Dubs Parade last year. At the end of the parade, mind you, because it was originally selling for $25 to $30, and then when the leftovers are done and the festivities are over, the shirts became $5. So I grabbed one. Anyways, I'm walking around with the shirt because the Warriors just won 73 games. I got a rep. And I'm walking around, I'm getting looks, right? I'm getting looks from people. So I'm like, okay. And then I realize, I'm like, oh, they're actually Bay Area natives. Every time I get a look from certain people, they're also rocking some kind of like Bay Area gear, whether it's like a Curry jersey, a Niner jersey, or even like a Cal State East Bay, or some kind of Bay Area entity. Like I noticed that they look at the shirt like gauging whether or not like this motherfucker a real fan, or is he like a Mecca and picked up a Washington jersey at the finish line at the mall.
At finish line?
Hey.
Shout out to new sponsors, Finish Line.
I'll go with the second one.
No, but
the beautiful thing about Bay Area bandwagoners, man, they have no shame in their game. You gotta respect that.
I mean, honestly, to me, that's a pretty interesting concept because I give that up and down look all the time when I see people with like gear that, because it's not local, right? So I get it, I understand. But the reason they caught my eye is because they also represent. They don't necessarily represent like the Warriors, but they represent the Bay Area.
Hey.
And if they don't have any of those gears, I mean, the gear that they're wearing, I wouldn't be able to tell. Like if I'm just wearing my regular clothes and I look at people up and down, they don't know I'm giving them respect, like as a look, like okay, you're one of us instead of a Capitals fan in the Bay Area. That's all. I mean, have you guys thought about that dynamic, or do you guys just see someone who has gear as to say bandwagoner? Like, what's your thought process?
Me, I'm pretty dismissive. You know that.
I mean, it depends, though. It depends. I can tell you one thing for sure. I don't see as much Lakers gear as I used to, like 5-6 years ago.
I'll let you finish your thought, but can I take a shot for Mamba's going away 60 points?
Well, we're going to talk about him later.
Hit the points. Don't matter.
We're going to talk about him later in the epilogue of the NBA season because we're going to talk about the playoffs and we're going to talk about the Warriors.
No, I know we're going to talk about it, but I want to take a shot for it. So instead of,
we'll talk about
who wants to take a shot with me? Who wants to take a shot with me?
got you. Hold up. I got to pour.
Thank you. You were leading. Oh man, I was calling out your man card for a while.
We're only 15 minutes into the show, and I took 3 shots already. This is a unprecedented record for me.
Hey, that's
This
why.
is a throwback. This is throwback. Hey, guys, didn't I tell you guys this is a throwback episode? That's why we should start earlier.
A real throwback is getting Misty on the podcast and having her podcast from the kitchen.
Washing dishes.
Actually, you know what? You know what? Misty's in Hawaii right now, and enjoying some time. So I'm gonna take this shot from Mamba and Misty because they both like venomous. So here's to my girl Misty, and respect to Mamba because 20 years I can't take that away from him. As much hate I have, I'm just I'm the biggest Kobe hater. I just have to respect what he's done for the game. So Mamba out.
Hairflips.
Woo. Neil, did you take a shot with us?
I did. I took it before you guys.
Oh, my fault.
Because I sent the ad link to Misty and Connie.
You guys want to talk about NBA playoffs, or you want to celebrate the Dubs 73 games season?
I mean,
Playoffs.
We can talk. We can talk about both.
Playoffs.
Let's touch on the Warriors' historic season for a second, and then segue into playoffs as a bigger thing. What do you guys think? I mean, fuck, dude. Like 5 years ago, they won 26 games.
Disgraceful.
I mean, I kid you not. Like 5 years ago, right? Like count it back. Like 5 years ago, Neil and I were peeing in Oracle's fucking bathroom, drunk as fuck. Like drinking Four Locos in Club 200 with $10 tickets, and now all of a sudden they're the hottest ticket in town, and everyone's wearing their jerseys. Like reflect on that for me. I mean, come on, dude. Like I'm proud. I'm proud. When I go to work every day, people look at me, and they know I represent the Dubs. Like, and there's Lakers fans, Celtics fans, and they look at me and they give me a like, you know what, you guys respect.
Shake their head.
Respect,
dude.
And it's not an Indian shake. It's like, hey, respect, homie. Like, we know you got this year. Respect. And we got Laker fans, we got Clipper fans, we got Celtic fans. So reflect. Give me your guys' like I don't know, like thoughts on this historic year.
Man, I'll go. Honestly, it's surreal to me though. It's real surreal because, I was telling my brother yesterday. I was like, it really does not seem like that long ago. Watching the Warriors just suck year in and year out.
That's true, man.
And going to student services building and trying to grab as much coupons as we can for days when we could go to the Oracle. I think it was
free taco night.
Back then, and then it changed, and then it came back to be an Oracle. So
yeah.
Club 200 days.
That was Club 100.
Club 200.
Yeah,
this was way
before Club 200, homie.
Way before Club 200. This was
before Club 200. Like, I know what you're talking about. I remember going to those games. Like Jack in the Box free meals. If they scored more than like 100 points.
And the truth is.
Oh, I know those days.
I remember. I don't know if you remember this conversation, Kim, that we had, and about how I was thinking about, man. You know what? I think the team I hate most in the Bay Area is probably the Warriors, and it wasn't really because of anything. It wasn't really because of anything they were doing on the court. I just felt the front office and the whole organization was just so dysfunctional, and they were really taking their fans' loyalty for granted. And I mean, I want to use this opportunity to shout out to like the loyal Bay Area Warriors fans. For as long as
all of us right here are loyal fans. You know what? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say this. Izzy, if he's in the room, your brother.
No, he's not here.
Anyways, I'm gonna shout out to him because he adopted the Warriors.
He did.
Yeah, I mean, like I remember when he first came in, like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna shout out for reals, like take a shot for all the real legit Warrior fans who suffered through thick and thin and get outpriced and out.
Seriously. No, but it's funny. Does anyone even realize that the We Believe team were only 2 games above 500 to get into the playoffs? Only 2.
They were at 50 wins. They had 50-something wins and they
No,
made the playoffs.
they had 42. Go back and look at it. We Believe they were 8th
Really?
seed. Yes.
Oh, wow.
I thought they had 50.
No, they only had 42 wins. Dude, I looked it up.
That was the year after.
Right, it was the year after they had 50, but that year where they actually upset the Mavs in the first round, they only had 42 wins. It's crazy. And even back then, the fans were going crazy. Back then, the fans were loving it. Like I remember when we all went to what's it called, BJ's to watch the game. It was crazy. The fans were going crazy for that series, dude. It's like 42 wins, and here you have the Warriors breaking a record with 73, dude. It's still like it's cray. And shout out to Lake Up, because it really took a change in ownership to make this turnaround. I don't see any other way.
Give them that much credit. No, I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna drink to Lake Up. I'm gonna drink too hard.
I'm just saying, considering how dysfunctional they were back then, I feel like that was the only way anything was gonna change with this one.
You know what though? When you throw in Lake Up though, you're going back to where I think he's taking advantage of the loyalty of Warrior fans.
He did, but no worse than the previous regime was doing. Like that, the other ownership was basically just acquiring top name draft picks and selling them off after 2 years.
You know what?
You remember a lineup of Arenas, Jay Rich, Eric Dampier, Adorno Foyo.
Did he just put Dampier in the conversation?
Dude, it's crazy, man. And back then, you just like any win was 20. There was a time where it was getting 30-win season was like celebrated for the Warriors.
And like when we played the Sixers the other day, I was like, "Fuck, Carl Landry is here." I used to love that dude.
He was the Warrior. Hey, anyways, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
To all diehard fans, I'm not even talking about exclusive Warriors fans. I'm talking about like fans who got out-ticketed. I mean, stick with your team. It might not pay off, but hey, here. That's what sports for, right?
It will eventually pay off. You just got to stick with it, man.
And that's one issue that I really have is that we were all out. Even right now, we all got full-time jobs. We're all making some money, but we're still even being outpriced right now. But then there's a segment of the population of new fans that will not look at you. Will like, why aren't you going to games? And shit. And like, fuck, dude, you weren't going there when there were $5 tickets, and you telling me why I'm not going there when there's like $500 tickets? That's fucking stupid as fuck. Like,
yeah, man.
Even though they're gonna break the record, dude.
No. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. I don't want to turn it ugly because that's fine. I mean, that's a part of becoming like a valuable winning franchise. Like you'll get fans who would pay more just to see the action versus like actual wanting to be there. Because I mean, Drake, he's hey. Speaking of Drake, was he at the Warriors game or the Lakers game? But because apparently he's fans of both.
I know, right? I didn't see him at the Lakers game. I didn't really watch the Warriors game, so I don't know. But I doubt he was.
Honestly, I watched both.
Oh, okay. It's funny because the Lakers game, I guess by virtue of just being in LA, the Lakers game actually had higher price tickets, but the Warriors game had higher ratings. So
that
is true. Yeah, I mean that.
They didn't show the Laker game. Thankfully, they didn't show the Laker game at Avaya Stadium during the. Oh
no! Why would they? That's disrespectful.
They show the Warrior game, but they didn't show
that. I mean, leave that to the Galaxy to show the Lakers game.
No, but you know what? There's folks that would probably have asked for it.
Honestly, you assholes need to come to the Galaxy game after the week of Comic-Con. Seriously. Like, me and Russell was going to represent Comic-Con. Like, we're going to represent Comic-Con. Don't even trip. Like, for sure. And I need another condiment. I need another condiment.
Well, you already know I'm there, so it's not
So
even.
you got ketchup. What is that? Tapatio.
What do you need now? Relish? Relish?
We have
You know what pissed me off? You know what pissed me off? I took my Tapatio home, right? You know that big ass Tapatio that I what do you call it?
Acquired.
Celebrated with. I went home maybe a few months ago, and the Tapatio is still sitting there. I'm like, why ain't you guys using it? I went up to Modesto, and the Tapatio was like just getting disrespected, and that's like a 40-ounce Tapatio.
You know why they're not using it? They don't know how much you suffered to get that.
Yeah, he lost his favorite shorts.
I lost my shorts. I'm not even gonna lie. It stained it to the point where I couldn't wash it off. So
And you broke your zipper. Remember that.
So, all right, let me ask the panelists for advice here, because this is a council session too, right? Like, I respect you guys' opinion. You know, you guys are like my brothers. If we do indeed go to the Galaxy game, and we're gonna tailgate, I'm sorry. What condiment should I take home after the game?
Did you get mustard? Did you get mustard?
Yeah, okay, I got mustard from Neil. I got mustard from Mecca. Neil, what do you think? What condiment should I take?
Hot mustard.
Is there hot mustard? Come on, I'm gonna put it in the same category, brother.
Mustard.
Barbecue sauce.
Is there hot mustard?
There is.
Ooh, barbecue sauce is nice. So for those who don't know, and you know what, God bless you if you're still watching this this ridiculous like rambling, but the last few times I was at, is that the owl that Neil's gonna drink to? I want to drink with him.
Pour it. I already poured.
I'm drinking. Back and Russell, pour, motherfucker, pour.
Man, it's a good thing we started this freaking podcast early.
Yep.
I told you, it's a throwback episode, son. It's a throwback. Hey, I love you guys. Hairflips.
By the way, what is everyone shooting? Because I got a mango absolute. Tastes quite delicious.
How is that? 1 to 10. Hold up before.
Huh?
No. Oh, well, you got great. But how is that? Like, what do you recommend? Like, out of the 10 score, what do you give it?
I'm not a big vodka drinker, but considering this was for shooting, I'd give this actually an 8. It goes down well.
Not bad. What are you drinking?
Actually, I'm drinking two things. I have some Old Monk Indian rum and Darth Vader.
Oh, that's a nice. Oh, wow. Whoa. Hold on. That's fucking nerd status. Just put up your fucking. Wow. See, look at how nerdy that is.
And he got it at what is that? Wizard World.
And I'm also drinking like some bourbon whiskey.
All right. I mean, I get the bourbon, but I really like the shot glass. See how, like, when I was saying he was in Doctrine, he's an actual nerd. He really is a nerd. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, that's respect talk. What are you drinking, Russell?
Of course, Grey Goose.
All right, you
Yeah,
classy
the
asshole.
goose.
Oh, can I give a shout out to my sister who's I'm gonna take a shot for her actually.
Oh man.
My sister Danny's in France right now.
Oh, nice.
She's in Paris. She's in Bordeaux region of France. And we and I was like,
Nicholas.
give me a French liquor. She's like, hell no, I'm not fucking like supporting you on your fucking drinking whatever. So she actually sent a collection of like Bordeaux wine to my other sister Ta, You know, like wine. So I plan on fucking finishing that when I go visit next month. But anyways, French. I guess Francois is the Grey Goose guy. So I'm gonna take a shot for French wine
Francois?
and liquor. Je parle français. Je parle français un petit peu. All right, who's gonna take a shot for the Frenchies for me?
Hell, we
Shout out
work.
to the French for.
All right, I guess I'll take it by myself. It's all good. I'm okay. Okay, appreciate it, fellas.
Shout out to the French
Cheers.
for
I mean,
donating to the
Hairflips,
Statue of Liberty with French fries.
America.
Hairflips.
Arco.
America.
This has to be some record. It's like what, 6 shots? Dang. It's only 8:30.
I lost count. Fuck. Anyways, I have no idea where we're at right now. Who was what? Why did I take shots of French?
And their feet and what they
I
accomplished.
showed you the Grey Goose bottle. And your sister's in France. That's why you took the shot.
But what else about? Well, I think we're talking about the Warriors.
We're
What else?
talking about the Warriors. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that can be said about this. And I don't know how people feel about this, but you know, you could take two sides to what they've accomplished, in that some people feel like, well, it's nothing if they don't win the championship, because once they win the championship, you know, it can't be taken away from them. But this record, you know, records are meant to be broken. And yes, who knows how long it'll take? It could take 5 years to break it. It could take, I mean, they actually have the potential of breaking their own record, realistically speaking. Or it could take 50 years to break it. You know, but once it's broken.
No, because.
But
Well,
my
I
thing
thought
is
that it's like.
no, my
Go ahead,
my thing is, in my opinion, the longer it takes to break it, man, the more mythical these guys are gonna seem. In that, they're gonna be like anytime. Well, maybe not every time, but every time someone comes close, or every time someone has a big season, like a 60-win season or a 65-win season, something close to 70, their name's gonna keep getting brought up. And each time their name keeps getting brought up, those players that played on those teams are gonna be looked at again. And so that's just gonna, you know, put them in this mythical position that people are gonna like idolize them, and it's like, you know, kind of like put them in like in legendary status. And as long as that, you know, that team just keeps generating buzz, you know, anything could happen. They could basically, you know, find their way into the Hall of Fame that way. Other than that, there's people that feel that, well, you know, it doesn't matter to get the championship, because once you get the championship, it can never be taken away. But there's a champion every year, you know. Records like this do not come every year. They don't come every decade, but you never know. So that's one of the things that makes this whole thing so magical, man. It's crazy. Like the first team ever to win less than double-digit like losses, to have single-digit losses in a whole season. Any team that's gonna beat that has to lose no more than 8 games. And basketball is not
wow.
Basketball does not have
can we take a shot for that? Can we take a shot for the Warriors? Like 60. I mean, come on, dude. Like 73-9. Man. I'm gonna take another shot for that. I don't care if you guys take that with me. I'm gonna take another shot for that. Like, this is ridiculous. Like,
ridiculous. I can't wait to hear what Charles Barkley has to say.
He already said that he guarantees they're not gonna.
What did he say?
He already said he guarantees they're not gonna win the championship.
Really? Man, he's just he doesn't believe
he's
that.
A hater. He doesn't understand the new basketball. He doesn't understand new basketball. But you know what? I've already taken a shot for 73 and 9, whatever it is. But this is so historic that I'm gonna have to do another. Here's to Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon. Hairflips. Man, only LVR is keeping up with you at this point.
That's probably water.
No.
You guys keep talking because my faces have I think, but keep
Your chaser?
talking while I go kill an orange.
So I mean, yeah, that's basically all I had to say. I think it's fine that they went for it. it sounds like Draymond Green was the one really pushing them to go for it, and it's nice that they have it. It's still somewhat surreal, but you know. What up, Neil? I know you have something to say.
It is fucking unbelievable, like how long, we've been fans of the Warriors and shit. Cause like you kind of hope that every year I started off with like all this hope, and all my hope was just like, fuck, we're gonna make the playoffs, we'll be a 5 seed, and I would have been content with a fucking 5 seed. Fuck, I would have been content with a 7 seed, Playoffs? Every year, that's the thing. Every year, that's all we thought, And even just contending was a good season for us. So, like, and the We Believe years, I was like, fuck these bandwagoners and stuff. But the ones that stayed over during the bridge between those two teams, the 73, the World Championship team and the We Believe years, they knew, like, all us motherfuckers that stayed from freaking Run TMC,
No, it's true. I don't know what you had said before, but can I say this? And this is coming from a Central Valley guy. I grew up in Modesto, and a lot of the people I know are like Kings fans, especially in the early 2000s. And I've always supported them, even though I wasn't a fan of them. Like, I really did want them to do well with the Shaq Kobe's battle when they, the Peja years.
Yeah.
With I never considered myself a Kings fan, but I supported them because obviously they're regional. So like for instance, if I consider myself a Raiders fan, but if the Giants are doing well, I'm going to support them. I'm not a fan, but I'm going to support them. So in essence, like, yes, I've always been a Warriors guy, but I want to give a shout out to the Kings too, even though they're dysfunctional right now. They just fired Coach Carl.
Hell no.
I don't know where I'm getting at here. It's probably because of all the shots I've taken, but to supporting your regional teams, even though you have another team, it's kind of like a side chick. Okay, all right. I don't want to get into the wow. I'm gonna start getting into the main chick and side chick stuff, but I don't want to do that. But I want to say,
I feel you. I feel you. What you're saying, right? Like, but if you live in the Bay and you cheered for and Sacramento is not the Bay. If you lived in the Bay and when the Warriors were shit and you were cheering for the Kings, fuck you, motherfuckers. Because those motherfuckers.
That's not me. No, but that's not me. I've always cheered for the Warriors because I have roots there. But I mean, this is a deeper conversation. But I'm saying, like, I supported the Kings even though I wasn't a real fan. Like, I legit wanted them to, like, do well. I don't care if they actually won. But I wanted them to do well.
No, I feel you. I feel you. But there's hella folks. Like I told you, like earlier. Like the end of last year, right after the Warriors won, I saw some motherfucker with this huge ass Warriors championship sticker, but they don't even have the sense to remove the LA Lakers fucking license plate holder off their fucking car. That's bandwagon as fuck. And that's what I'm saying is, like, there was a segment of population here that was like hella fucking Kings fans because the Kings were doing hella well, and now they fucking Warrior fans. Fuck them. I don't give, but you know what? But no, I'm with you with, like, I don't consider myself an A's fan, but dude, I'll support the A's. I'll go to their games.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Hey, you know what? Hey, brother, you understand me? That's exactly what I'm saying. Here's to supporting like.
No, wait. I think the most annoying bandwagoners are the ones that jump from team to team.
Yeah,
those for me are the most annoying ones. I mean, most of the people.
Okay. How about this?
Go ahead.
How about this? Here's for doing the right thing, but always sticking with home base.
What the heck does that mean?
That means he just wanted to drink.
Come on, man. You got called out on your bullshit. That sounds like my boy Will Ferrell quote. What does that even mean? No one knows what it means. But it's provocative.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative. It's provocative.
But that's basically what I'm saying. Is like that's my hate. You know those motherfuckers used to talk shit about the Warriors, and then now they all
exactly
that's the only thing. That's why like people did not like the Giants. They said baseball was boring, but now they Giants fans. Like, come fucking on.
Oh man.
That's my point. That's my point. And I'm gonna say this: I'm not an A's fan, nor am I a Giants fan. But I want both teams to do well. You know why?
Agreed.
So I can celebrate. Exactly. That's it.
You don't need that to celebrate.
But
it's different though, because like I consider myself a Raiders fan, and I do want the Niners, as dysfunctional as they are, to do well. I don't think that's going to happen for a while. But you know, we have to support the region, right? Like, I mean, honestly, like we do. I mean, keep in mind that don't detach yourself to your loyalties, but at the same time, like, if they're playing for something that's bigger than the region, then you got to support that. That's all. And that's what's unique about the Bay Area, because we have all these options. You know what I mean? It's not like we're in like.
I totally agree.
And that's the bigger story. It's not like you're in Dallas and there's like multiple teams. Like you actually have choices, and that's the beautiful thing about the Bay Area. Like, you have choices. But there's educated choices and there's like superficial choices, and that's where like the line should be drawn.
Like,
do you agree with me? I don't know if that makes sense. I'm babbling right now, but do that make sense?
I mean, that's one thing that we were talking about in chat is like, fuck, how are all these Memphis fans wearing Warrior jerseys and shit? You know what I mean? Like the Warrior in the Memphis crowd and shit. Like, fuck, dude, you have a team. Support your fucking team. You know, that's like, what the fuck?
Okay, no. I'm gonna try to check you for a while. I'm gonna try to check you for a second. All right. I play pickup. I play a lot of pickup basketball, and I notice a lot of Warrior gears. Like, I know, and back up or push back if you don't agree with it. But like a lot of like kids I see, and we're talking about teenagers, right? They represent Curry and the Warriors, and which is weird because I'm in LA, right? So it should be like the holy ground of like Laker like nation, whatever, blah blah. So I'm like, why are you a Warriors fan if you have like a storied franchise here? A lot of those kids don't understand that. They're like Steph is fucking amazing. That's pretty much what they're comment like that's the common denominator. Like, Steph is amazing, and I can't deny that, because when I was growing up, I was a Mike fan. Does that make me a bandwagoner?
No.
Like I'm just saying, like how does that feel? Like I've always been a Warrior supporter, but like at the same time, I followed Mike's Bulls. Like I watched like 80% of their games with Johnny Red Kerr on WGN. Like, legit, I was a real fan. Like, how would you address that? No, I'm not joking. Like,
no, I still check out WGN every once in a while. Well, I don't know if they show.
WGN, I'm about to get shot for WGN.
Dude, I remember when was it TBS used to show fucking Atlanta Hawks games and shit.
That was Turner.
That's actually regional. Oh, can I say, I'm gonna give a backstory on Turner Broadcasting for a second, but I'm gonna give a shout out to Johnny Red Kerr. Johnny Kerr.
Johnny.
Who's gonna take a shot with me for Johnny Kerr?
Because I actually like that. I used to watch the games too. Because seriously,
All right.
I actually do not like judge like kids. Kids, I mean, I know how it is. Like I grew up a Laker fan, but when I made roots in the Bay, I even when the Warriors suck, when the Giants suck, I became it's like fuck.
You know what?
Now I have sense. Now I'm gonna be doing stuff. That's my team.
Thank you. And that's like I grew up watching I was fortunate enough to watch the broadcast on WGN. I was able to follow like the winning team of the Bulls, but my heart was always with the Warriors. Anyways,
I think I agree though with teenagers and being young, you're very impressionable. Almost every team that I follow to this day, that started as a teenager.
Hold on. Before you finish your thought, you and Russell need to take a shot because
Hey Kimbo, don't block your fucking mic, dude. We can't hear you.
Freaking idiot.
My bad. Neil Ray took a shot, but Russell and Mecca needs to take theirs.
No, but you know what? No, I agree because like LVR knows, like I was a Laker fan and I was a Steeler fan, and I still like them, but I will never choose them over my. And like I don't hate the Lakers. I've always hated Laker fans because they're the ones that talk the hell of shit, you know.
Yeah.
Well, every team has those fans that talk.
Yeah.
Shit though, you know.
But see, and that goes further because a lot of shit talkers right now, Warrior shit talkers, dude, like were they really Warrior fans when it was really being insufferable to be a Warrior fan? Because I remember that's why I don't really talk shit about like other teams too much.
I mean, it really depends on who you're talking to. It's fun at the same time, you know. It's fun. I'm gonna talk shit with random I won't talk shit about the Giants to random Giants fans, but if it's someone that I've known for a long time, same with soccer. As much as I hate Man United, the most shit I talk is with people that I know, you know. It just depends. There's really no right or wrong. Sometimes it actually kind of like builds a bond.
No, I remember. Like it's kind of funny because the Warriors invited the Angels into like their training center the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfuckers on Facebook were saying, no, fuck that, or like Oakland fans were saying, oh, should have been the A's, and then fucking Giants fans started chiming in, right? They started talking shit, talking shit about the A's, and I'm like, and I corrected some fucking Giants fans, and I'm a Giants fan. I was like, do you fuckers know that the fucking Warriors owner is a fucking part-time Dodger owner?
Oh, no, right.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I think it's all in good fun. It's really there's no malice towards it. It's all in good fun, whether you talk shit or not. It really doesn't. It's not a reflection. I think the only thing is when it gets out of hand, when people start to take it personally.
No, that's the thing. Like, there's some there's some Giants fans that talk hella shit.
Yeah.
Haven't been winning, and it's like, fuck you. You don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah, I've seen it, man. Every single team has one of those.
Every single team has that. These teams, people just don't have this. They have to learn respect to the other teams.
Yeah, every single team has one of those. You know, I mean, people talk about certain teams have classy fans, but the only difference about those is it's the classy fans that kind of like show their faces. They still have those fans that are like douchebags and whatnot. So, it's fun though for the most part because, it's especially for guys, like if you're at a bar or something and you see if your team's playing. I remember I don't remember where I was, whether it was a bar or something like that. And me talking to some dude that I guess he was man, I forgot what team I was rooting for. And then I just, He just seemed like a cool dude, though. So I just started talking shit, and he was like, "Man, before I go any further, which one's your team?" I was like, I'm a Saints fan." He's like, "Okay, I thought you were a Cowboy fan. I was about to rip into you." He's like, "Saints are okay." So it was this guy, like, just like spur of the moment. You have a few drinks in you, you talking shit. And he looked like he didn't mind the fact that I was talking shit as long as I was not a Cowboys fan, because it sounds like he was used to, or he was tired of hearing shit from Cowboys fans or something. But as long as I was not a Cowboys fan, he was cool with all the shit I was talking. Even though I was talking shit against his team, So it's just one of those things. Sometimes it's just that some people do take it a little too far. Some people really do.
Like if you can back your shit up, like with
right.
with full knowledge, like that you've been following this shit for years, then I got no. If you're a Laker fan, I don't hate all. Laker fans are fucking delusional and shit, but I respect that they're following this fucking awful team right now.
Years of championships will do that to you, bro.
Huh?
Years of championships will do that to you.
Fuck you.
Why do you think I hate United fans so much? United fans are just like, seriously, on the other side of the coin. That's exactly how Manchester United fans act.
My student assistant,
so
he came in today with a Man United scarf, and he just started working for me, and he came in and it was like, came through the door, and I just looked at him, I was like, dude, get that shit out of here. And he was like, what?
Like, seriously, I do not hesitate to talk shit to Manchester United fans. I don't care who you are. And it's funny because now I feel like I even know more Man United fans than I do know Arsenal fans, because I'm always more willing to talk shit against them, and they're cool with it, and they they talk shit right back. It's just crazy, But man, every single set of fans just they have those they have that. Some people really do take it seriously. Some people really try to make it act like, oh, it's about this, it's about that. Like like you said, like I bet you the dude that you were talking to didn't really know all these facts about like the A's and the Dodgers. They probably didn't know,
Exactly.
So,
that's the thing. It's like, why are you talking shit about? Why are you like saying, oh, the Giants should be the only one going into the Warriors thing, and to the Warriors like locker room, and like, fuck, dude, then you don't know shit.
I was surprised by that though. I was surprised by that. I was like, I'm not sure if like that was a team thing or they just let certain people, because supposedly it was only 3 players, right? It was only Trout and
I just don't think players care. It's the fans that really engage in that shit.
Well, for me, I agree it was totally wrong. I don't like. I mean, someone even mentioned it, I think, on the radio yesterday about how they've been trying to drum up this like A's and Angels rivalry, but it hasn't really picked up. Like the same way the Dodgers and the Giants have. They've been really trying to drum it up, but it's not going anywhere. But that's part of. For me, I took solace in the fact that it wasn't a team thing. Like they didn't go to the facility as a team. Rather, it was just a few players that were interested in just meeting the guys, and they went. That's the only thing. So it's like Trout went as a fan rather than as in, Anaheim Angel or whatever. So I can take solace in that. And okay, maybe, he's not really trying to impress or put on a show and say, hey, we're the Angels, we're here and in your facility or whatever. Hey, he was genuinely like, hey, I'm a big fan of you guys, and I just want to see you guys practice. And gladly, my position as a celebrity or as an athlete or whatever gives me the opportunity to be here. And that's about it. Other than that, it's I didn't really read too much into it. But I agree, though. In an organizational sense, I would have been flipping out too. Like, what the hell are the Angels doing in the Oakland facility? Because you see it all the time. Like the Angels show, the Giants show Warriors love, the A's show Warriors love, and vice versa. Like even when the Giants were having their run, I remember the Warriors showing them love during their regular season or whatever. So it goes back and forth. So you always want that from a regional standpoint. You always want that solidarity.
Steph Curry has a Earthquakes jersey. I just wanted to mention.
Oh, he does? Yeah.
All right, let's take a shot for Steph and represent the Quakes.
Huh?
Let's take a shot for Steph representing the Quakes.
I'll take that. ESPN updates, Shaq score. They're up now 2-1.
Brett Burns. Well, I'm just saying.
Hairflips.
No, you know what though? For real, back to like the.
Russell, what? No, hold it. Russell needs to take a shot too, and you.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, I'm for it.
I took it while Mecca was talking, but you didn't.
I've taken way too many shots today.
Fuck. You know, but no, like what I was saying earlier is like, dude, just a few years ago, Kim was saying that like, you would never have expected this, like.
I said it's surreal to me. It's straight surreal.
Yeah, and so it's kind of weird, and then like, dude, we could even pull it up on our archives, like within the first week of the Warriors season last year or the year before, before they won the champions, like this was like you could tell it was like a different team.
Yeah, it was.
And it's kind of crazy because it wasn't like the fundamentally they didn't really have, it was just it was a small ball outside the shooting team, and I'm hella old school. I've always thought about like proper post players and shit like that, but dude, you could just see like how good this team was. And this
I just remember something I was gonna bring up. I don't know if we have time. It sounds like this is gonna be one of those shows because there's so much stuff going on. By the way, last night was a big night for the NBA.
Agreed, yeah.
Last night was like freaking NBA homecoming or something, because I don't remember ever having so much hype over the last day of the regular season. It was insane. Last night had to be some kind of like, gay pride parade for the NBA or something. For basketball.
Hey, I'm controlling the screen to focus on Kimball because he's fucking miserable.
Oh man, freaking sharks.
He's holding his head and shit.
But I wanted to bring up something that I don't know if we have enough time to talk about today.
What's up?
Which is that I still feel like I don't know how many people disagree. Some people actually will probably disagree, but I still feel like Mark Jackson, to a huge extent, built the foundation of this team, and I feel like Mark Jackson to these championship Warriors is what Singletary was to the Super Bowl making Niners, in that he built the defense and he really gave these guys the confidence, to take those shots whenever they had him. The major difference that I've seen from Steve Kerr coming in and the Mark Jackson led Warriors is that
Curry?
He had what?
Kaepernick isn't Curry?
It's not just that, but if you think about it, like if you look at he really brought like an offensive Spurs type mentality to this Warriors team. So they already had the defense, they already had the shot making. Now he just added that whole like trickery of like passing the ball, hitting their man and whenever. Like they just, that whole Spurs type, like no central figure, no isolation basketball. That's what Steve Kerr brought to this team, and that was the missing piece. That was really pretty much what the last jigsaw in this puzzle, because I don't see the Warriors playing that kind of ball under Mark Jackson. The Warriors would probably still have been playing isolation basketball under Mark Jackson. It still would have been, get the ball to Bogut or get the ball to Steph in a one-on-one situation, and that would have been it. But Steve Kerr really brought that element of because now just after watching so many Warriors games, it's really hard and sickening for me to watch. Even Lakers games, it's hard for me to watch because when I see freaking Julius Randle with the ball, they're like, oh crap, like what's
black hole shot.
When I see Randle with the ball, I'm like, crap, here we go.
You know what?
My boy Swaggy B, once he comes in, it's a wrap. Once he gets the ball, until he shoots the shot, it's like no one else is getting it. That kind of ball. So, huh?
You know what it reminds me of, like Mark Jackson's final year with the Warriors?
What?
OKC right now.
Yeah. Yep.
They're gonna be. Yep. Westbrook driving and taking a shot, or if he's gonna pass, he's gonna it's just gonna be a last minute pass, or it's gonna be Kevin Durant with the ball. It's
and watching what the Warriors are doing now, just like dishing the ball, even freaking even though What's-his-name has become a better passer. Look at how many assists he's had. Draymond Green. It's insane. So shout out to Steve Kerr for at least finding that final piece to the puzzle. And
I mean, if you look at like Andre Iguodala when he was with like the Denver Nuggets, I think Kimbo went to throw up, but
yeah, he is.
It's like Steve Kerr. He pretty much resuscitated the careers of like Barbosa, Bo Spates, Iggy. I think he got Iggy to take a bench role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a sixth man. But just thinking, it's like, no, I agree. I think a lot of people disrespect Mark Jackson's like contributions, but I think without Kerr, like they would never have won the championship. They wouldn't have won the championship with Mark Jackson.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
They might have been my aspired like fifth seed.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Never.
But they needed that phase. They needed that phase because it definitely carried over. So.
No, it's similar to, for me. I'm a bigger football fan, and you watch the 2000 Tampa Bay Buccaneers when they had Gruden, what's it called? Damn, I'm blanking. What's his name as the head coach? Tony Dungy. He built the defense on that team.
Right.
And then when they traded for John Gruden, and all of a sudden the offense started to pick up, and look what happened. He won the championship that year.
We have to highlight freaking Kimbo being out right now. This has to be the highlight of any podcast we've ever had. This fool is knocked the freak out. What the hell? Yo.
Down goes Kimbo.
Man, when we post this...
I'm good, fellas. I'm good.
This has to be a highlight of today's podcast. Kimbo passing out. That's crazy.
That's not good. Hey, that's not good.
Your video is out too, bro.
Oh, are you back? Because your video is still out.
I have him lying back.
Yeah, I have him lying back too.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was talking. Oh, yeah, he was saying something. Yo, Kimbo, what happened? But yeah,
Kimbo, are you saying that Mecca, LVR, and Uncle Neil have outdrank you today, motherfucker?
Was just taking shots.
Hell no. Please. But I finished pretty much more than half a bottle, so like I probably have like a third left. I'm not trying to test anyone's gangster. That's not the point. But I'm saying like.
Huh?
Dude, you're the one making shots.
Hey, so I guess one more topic. Mamba going out with 60 points, 50 points, 60 points. I didn't believe when I was actually watching the Warriors game. I was trying to watch the Warriors game till the end. But when I switched to the Lakers game and I saw that he had 43, I actually thought it was a joke. I thought because ESPN had it right there, like highlighted, like Kobe's is already at 43 points. And when I saw that, I honestly thought that they were showing like, probably like the most points Kobe's ever had against the Utah Jazz or something. And I was looking, I was like, does Kobe really have 43 points? I thought to go online, but I was like, let me just wait and see. Like, if he scores another point, or if he makes another bucket and it goes up, then I know that this is a live score. And so that was what had me stuck on the Lakers, and maybe it took like another 2 minutes, and he made a bucket. And I was like, and the thing went up to 45. I was like, holy shit, Kobe is on 45 points already. I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, how does he? This is someone that could barely get 30 in one game. Like, he could barely even get up. Dude. And how is it that he already is at 45? And we're midway through the fourth quarter. So I just had to keep watching because at that point you could see his teammates just started giving him the ball. Even though they were actually 10 points down, they started giving him ball, and that's when this dude went off.
I heard they kept on feeding the ball. Every time somebody else took a shot or didn't pass the ball to him, they was booing them.
Yeah, but how is it that, how does he even have 45? Supposedly he was at 37.
Yeah, I kept on getting alerts on my phone on that one. It was like,
I still don't know how he even made it up that far. And the last 15 points he made were not easy. They were not easy, but he was actually driving to the rim. You could see him. He was like using every energy he had, everything he had in him to just like. And he said it during the He said it during the post game too. He was like, "Man, I knew this was my last game. It was like It's not like I was gonna come back to this tomorrow." So you could see him like lifting off of that, left foot. That he was basically giving it everything he had. There was that one shot 3-pointer he made from the corner. That I was like, that is not going in.
I feel it all like this.
We can't see you, man. Your camera's out.
That looks like this.
All we see is passed out Kim.
We can't see you, man.
All we see is passed out Kim.
All we see is passed out Kimbo.
For real. Try to fix that. But I was like, how is this dude like? This is unbelievable. Like, you're retired, you're 37, and you're scoring 60 points? Dude, no, this does not happen. And it wasn't even like the Jazz, they probably already checked in, but at the same time, it wasn't like most of the shots he was making were long rangers. It wasn't like he just drove. Every time he drove, they fouled him, and he still made the free throws. But most of the other shots he made were basically perimeter shots, I was screaming when I was watching that, and that made it hard for me to go back to the Warriors game. So I don't even know if supposedly I heard that Draymond Green gave a speech after the game to the fans, and confetti came down and all that. But I was really looking forward to seeing that and seeing how they would celebrate their record. But the Kobe game just made it tough to turn back. Yeah,
I just wanted to see Kobe's speech after his game.
Yeah, after 60 points, of course everybody wanted to see that. Like, I honestly. If I was given free tickets to both games, I would have gone to the Warriors game because I didn't think there was any way in hell Kobe was even. I didn't even think Kobe was gonna play the fourth quarter. I was like, okay, it's just gonna be one of those games where midway through the fourth, he's gonna come in, play 2 minutes, and then just go out so that the whole arena can give him a standing ovation. But this dude went off. He went off, and I was over here just screaming watching him play.
It's an ego thing, man. No, it's a fucking ego thing.
Yeah, but still, dude, we know Kobe has that ego, but watch. Look at what he did Christmas Day game. His ego was trying to help him, push through, but he could not get anything on that Christmas Day game against the Warriors. That Christmas Day game, he looked like a shadow of himself. Like, it was sad watching Kobe play. His ego is it's one of those things where, your mind is willing, but the body just can't take it, man. The mind wants to do it. Like, you've envisioned doing this countless times, but your body just can't take it anymore. And that Christmas Day game was really sad. Even I was like, he should just retire after this. But what he did yesterday was just unbelievable.
Yeah, he knew it was his last game. He wanted to give it all for the fans.
And he did. He did. I don't think you could have gone wrong with.
I don't think it was anything about his ego that yesterday.
Yeah. You could not have gone wrong with any of those games. The NBA really had a big win yesterday. I would love to see what the ratings of the next closest event or TV event or whatever it was last night outside of these 2 games, because it's honestly, the NBA had a big win yesterday. It was it was like a coming out party. So I'm looking forward to the playoffs, man. Playoffs should be fun.
You know what though? It's too bad that Utah laid down for him, but that whole game was Kobe in a nutshell. When you guys were texting me while I was at the Earthquake game, I didn't believe the 60 points or the 50 points or the 40 points. I believed the 50 shots, and I was like. What the fuck? And then, and then when I saw the highlights, it was like, damn. And he really wasn't. Utah really wasn't laying down for him too.
No, they weren't.
Yeah,
Especially
you weren't.
on those last 15.
I saw that.
It was just kind of a crazy night.
It was Kobe's night. It was just one of those things that everything just fell for him.
Yep. I don't remember the NBA having a bigger. Yeah, I don't remember the NBA having a bigger last day of the regular season ever, and they probably won't have another one for a long, long time. You know, it was a huge night. It was big.
All right. Since Kimbo is passed out, I think we should just wrap it up with some with some final thoughts.
Playoffs? What talking about? Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
That's the Lakers.
Who wants to go first? Who wants to go first?
I think it should be you because nobody can see a picture of you except you being passed out.
I know, seriously, it's insane that picture right now. It's just sad that I can't. My
fault. I was just quiet for a while, but I do appreciate what they're doing, and I'm gonna say it. I'd love to be able to celebrate July, like with LeBron's tears. Like I'm hoping that we can get to that point. So, thought is.
You're breaking up, man. I don't know. You're breaking up, homie.
Oh, my fault.
Back away from the mic.
I'm hoping I can get another $5 T-shirt. In Oakland, when I hang out with you guys, when we celebrate the saltiness, when we celebrate the saltiness of LeBron's tears. So, can I take a shot with you guys for?
I want to make a declaration right now. If the Warriors win another championship, I'll go to the parade.
And Laker Nation will forgive you.
Here's two. Emeka actually missing last year's parade. Emeka missed last year's parade.
I had no reason to go. What was I going for? I had no reason to go whatsoever.
And I drove up 300 miles, so I'm just saying, like.
Hey, but I still showed up for the after party, the A's game, so it wasn't like I was trying to avoid you. It was based on principle, homie.
but no, that's not the point. Let's celebrate the tears of another rival.
All right.
Who's gonna take a shot with me? Oh, fuck it, I'll take a shot myself.
Hey, I'll take it with you. Celebrate my new Dallas Cowboys shot glass.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
Damn!
Get the fuck out of here!
Hey. Don't hate, homie.
I can't respect that.
You want me to pull out my Niners shot glass?
No.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'm just looking at it as a Tony Dorsett shot glass.
It's not kryptonite. They're not winning anything anytime soon.
Respect yourself.
Hairflips. All right,
Thanks,
real quick.
brother.
Final thoughts.
I already gave my final thoughts. What about Neil or Russell?
Go for it, LVR.
No, what is that? Shout out, respect to the Warriors and Kobe. Like I said, I'm not a real big basketball fan, but I will support the home team, everything like that. Even with the Sharks in the playoffs, even though I followed the Kings when I was younger, but I have a lot of respect for both teams, and I want a good game out of it. It's all about respecting anybody's team you cheer for. Don't hate.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Actually, I hate all teams other than my team, and I pretty much hate all fans. But um, it was funny. Like this week, hey Kimbo, have you been following the emails at all? The NBA emails?
Yeah, yeah, with Brock and his injury and stuff. Yeah.
Can't hear you, drunk man. Um, but
No, no,
like,
no. I have.
so apparently, it didn't happen. But like, they were supposed to send like TV camera to interview us NBAers, like, cause we all old and shit, and they wanted to hear like us follow the Warriors, and like they just wanted like somebody to represent the group, wearing Warrior gear and talking about how it is to be a Warrior fan. And I was like, man, I think out of the whole group, I was probably the biggest Warrior fan there, but I never have anything good to say, so I opted not to do. I volunteered myself not to be the person to speak about the Warriors. Like, even though I watch the games and I follow them on the down low and stuff, like, I cannot find myself saying good things because it'll always come down to Clang and other things, you know? But they didn't show up, so it didn't have to come to pass. But my final thought is basically, I seem to love like losing teams because it's so much easier when it's just a few of you, and you can only talk to diehard fans who like love the team because
Oh man.
who can wallow in your sorrow. But when they start winning and you start talking to people, and the only thing they can reference is winning seasons, I just want to slap them. That's my final thought. I don't know. I love losing teams. That's why I'm following the Earthquakes. But eventually, I know.
Earthquakes are actually losing, man. Wando has been on fire.
Yeah, Wando's been pretty sick, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I love my team.
All right. Yeah, actually, that's a good segue for me into the whole concept of losing teams and underdogs and whatnot. Because my final thought, first of all, revolves around, my favorite sport. As you can see right there in the little banner I have down there, I might seem like a bandwagoner, but man, Leicester City. Like everyone I meet now that talks about the EPL, I ask him, "Did you know how to pronounce Leicester before last season?" Like
Leicester, Leicester.
seriously, what's his name? Coach. That's funny, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the two teams he was supposedly freaking now the Sharks are down. Coach, whatever, who the two teams he was supposedly linked with are now top of the league. And Leicester City, dog. Leicester City, man, it's unbelievable what they're doing. But the most reasonable analogy that I've heard, or not analogy, but the most reasonable reasoning, or whatever you want to call it, to their southern like progress or success in the league that I've heard from anyone is that because they needed to survive, huh?
Is the sex tape they made in Thailand?
Sex tape? I didn't hear anything.
Remember that, right?
No, I didn't hear anything about that. Sex tape? I didn't hear anything about that.
That's why they fired their coach.
Oh, the old coach?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because his son got caught in a sex tape scandal in Thailand, and
wow.
And he fired him. But I guess that was the best decision.
Wow, interesting. That's crazy. Anyway, but I feel like the reason why they're doing so well is because they needed to survive. They embedded themselves into doing the fundamentals. Like, we talk about the Spurs as being the big fundamental team. Leicester, no one does their fundamentals better than Leicester. Like from defending
That back line is crazy.
You know, set pieces to counter attacks. They do all the fundamentals, and they don't do any of them the best, but they do every single one of them well.
Yeah.
And the reason they embedded themselves in that was just so they could survive the Premier League. They didn't want it to be relegated, and that's usually what like most relegation teams do. But that has really carried them. Like if you watch, their defense is so solid. It really doesn't matter who they're playing. Like they are ready to play a 0-0. If they get a goal here, a goal there, they're lucky. That's fine. But they are willing to defend and play a 0-0 draw right till the end, and that is what carries them. It's just insane. There's no other team in the Premier League that does that, and that's really what has carried them. Like games where you would expect, okay, they're only this game is gonna end 0-0. They end up getting a goal, and that's it. It's game over. Like their last 7 games have ended in 1-0. Their last game ended 2-0, but the second goal was only scored like what in injury time and like after 90 minutes. So that was basically a 1-0 win. Also, in my opinion, their last 7 games were 1-0 wins. It's insane, and that's like the biggest underdog story.
And
there were 5,000.
It's actually fun 1-0 games too. Like
yeah,
fun to watch.
They are fun to. I mean, it's just insane. I mean, this is unbelievable. Like I told my brother even in February, I told they're still going to drop points, but they've been so fundamental in their approach to the game. It's in the Premier League, no one does this. It's unheard of. Teams just don't do this in the Premier League. Like the bigger players, they always almost eventually show out, but Leicester is just on another level. And you know, at this point, if Arsenal can't win it, I don't think Arsenal's going to win it. I already wrote them off long ago after the, you know, what was it? What game did they after the Tottenham game? So it's no point. I really don't want Tottenham to win it. I'm just going to have to go with Leicester. As much as they defy all the odds, I can't think of, and that's just the biggest underdog story in all of football international, because there were 5,000 to 1 to finish in the Premier League, which means if you put $1 on them, you would get $5,000 back. That's just insane. You know, that's crazy. So, you know, shout out to Leicester, and you know, just one last final thought. Talking about
playoffs. We'll talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
You know, it's playoffs everywhere. It's playoff season. The Sharks are in it. Warriors are in it. I think the Warriors are going to win it in 5. I think Houston has 1 game in them, partly because the Warriors have a tendency to just, maybe after they go 3 up or 2 up, have a tendency to just, those turnovers, man, they crazy with those turnovers. The Warriors sometimes get really super sloppy. So I think the Rockets are going to take 1. But outside of that, the Rockets are so dysfunctional. That team has no trust. They don't play any defense, and it's all isolation basketball. I don't see them winning a playoff series against the Warriors. So good luck. As long as the Warriors don't get too complacent, it should be fun. Can't wait.
Hey, before we cut out, Kimbo, I just wanted to continue with what Mecca was saying. Like, I've been following soccer a lot recently, over the past couple years now, and like, I still do not consider myself an expert in any way. When I talk to people about soccer, I'm pretty quiet and reserved, and because I'm still learning the sport. But like, so I'm sitting in my seat the other day during a game, and I'm hearing the guy behind me talk about Copa Centario and all that stuff, right? And like he's talking real big, like, oh, I love this team, and blah blah blah. I'm gonna go to this game. I'm gonna go this game, and like, okay, whatever, dude, shut up because I'm trying to watch the game. And then he ends his statement he ends his last sentence in, yeah, I think I'm gonna go see Tottenham's game. And I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. LVR is just basically, it's you know, if you look at it, you pronounce it as Tottenham, but like, if you actually follow soccer, you pronounce it different. You pronounce it as Tottenham. So right. It's like, don't talk. I hate when people talk like they know when they don't know.
Shout out to the arm for being up to date.
Shut the fuck up. But
Yep.
I'm 150. We got Delicious. We got LVR, and good night to Kimbo.
Good night.
Hopefully we'll come back with Lil Jon, and Captain, and Washing Dishes Misty. But peace out from Hairflips and Layups.